Well, hello everybody. It's me again in the shed. Just got some more Doctor Who news about the new guy, and the reason why we got the announcement now, and it's not because it was meant to. As it turns out, the media were going to leak the story. They were going to actually announce the new Doctor in the BAFTA Awards show tonight. That's what was going to happen, but the media were going to leak the story, so the BBC had to jump ahead and break the news now, because there's an interview which I'm about to read now, which was on the red carpet at the BAFTAs. So we were going to find out at the BAFTAs awards show and not like we did. So nice one, British media, for ruining that as well. Hey, any case. Oh, and before we carry on, and I need to sort of get this out there, even though I know people will probably catch it up on YouTube. I am stunned at quite a few people's responses to this announcement. People are judging this guy before he's even uttered a word, stepped in the TARDIS, done anything. And frankly, some of the responses have been, racist. And, and some homophobic. And I'm sorry to sort of have to sort of sit here and say that, but that's what it is. I don't get it. We've got a male doctor again. He's full of excitement. He's enthusing about doing the show. He's excited. He's feeling good about it. He really, wants to do the best he can for the show. He hasn't done any actual show yet. We don't even know what he's going to be like. And already a lot of people are writing him off. I'm done with Doctor Who because of this diversity hire. There's going to be something I'm about to read you in here. I was going to do it as a normal video, but I'm going to do it live instead, and it can go up like that. That actually shows that perhaps you want to think before saying anything, to be honest. Personally, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good choice. I think we should be behind this guy. I think instead of being against everything and just continue the stupid arguments amongst ourselves in the fandom, that perhaps we should actually unite behind this guy and give this guy 100% support and give him a chance. Because if you're against this guy because he's black, or because somebody actually put, well, if he's gay and he keeps on mentioning it, I'm out, you're putting yourselves in a very good light. This is an opportunity for the fandom to try and heal itself. This is an opportunity for us all to get behind this guy and give him our maximum support. Because why not? You're writing him off because of your own biases, clearly, and your own thoughts. I know, I get it, because it's diversity and inclusivity, the BBC, and this, that, and the other. But when I read what I'm going to read here, you're going to perhaps understand that maybe, just maybe, you're wrong, and he's actually the best guy for the job. Just give him a chance. This was launched 23 minutes ago on TV Zone. And this was the interview on the red carpet. It was where we were going to get told, but the media decided that they were going to leak it and therefore ruin it. So, he gives his first interview since the Doctor Who announcement. The BBC has announced today that Ncuti Gatwa is the new Doctor and set to take charge of the TARDIS. Yes, he is, but they were forced. As I said, they were forced to do it early. This was supposed to be on the red carpet tonight. But they were going to leak it. So, star of stage and screen, Ncuti is best known for his critically acclaimed performance in Sex Education. We've covered all this about him winning the BAFTAs and that. And he's up for a new nomination for last night's best male performance in a comedy program. Okay, so he's got comedy things. So, and Ncuti, the incoming and returning showrunner Russell T Davies, are giving their first interview to BBC News on the red carpet ahead of the 2022 BAFTA TV Awards. They were questioned by BBC News entertainment correspondent Lizo Mazimba. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And Ncuti, I've known about this since February. Okay, he was cast in February, so it's not like a new thing. He knew a while ago, Okay, which is a good thing. So it's been tricky to keep this under wraps because I've got a very big mouth. But yeah, we've done it. We did it. It feels really amazing. It's a true honor. Okay, so this guy sees it for what it is. This role is an institution. It's iconic and it means a lot to so many people, including myself. I am going to try my best. That's all he can give, and that's what we should support him for. Really, we should support this guy because why not? Why not just for once, after all the crap that we've been through for all these years with the wilderness years of the Whittaker and the Chibnall? Why don't we all just come together and support him and wait and see what he gives us instead of presuming? I'm definitely going to do my own thing, which would be nice because Whittaker didn't. The previous doctors, amazing. You cannot pick. Well, we can all pick our favourite doctors, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know who is in a fan of Doctor Who, so I'm very excited to join the family. Okay, he's enthusing. He wants to be part of it. He didn't get these words from Jodie when she joined, so perhaps he really wants to do the job. And if he really wants to do the job, perhaps he will give his best. And perhaps we should support him instead of having snipes at him because of the colour of his skin, which doesn't matter. Russell, ready for this? This is the important thing. It was his talent. It was the most blazing audition. It was our audition. It was going to be our very last one. We thought we had someone and then he came in. So in reality, he was the last person to audition and they'd already chose someone. No one will know who that was, whether it was male, female, white, black, whatever. So before you jump up with your, he's a diversity hire, perhaps he's not. It's just going to be a joy. I'm probably thrilled. It's going to be a blazing future. This guy walked in the very last audition and blew Russell T Davies away and the rest of them. A stunning audition, the most blazing audition they've ever seen. So perhaps he's not a diversity hire. Perhaps, I know a lot of people won't see that, but just perhaps, he's actually the best person for the job who was prepared to go for it, remembering that quite a lot of people with the poison chalice that the Doctor Who has become probably didn't want to have it. And he's walked in there and he's took it, he's owned it, and he's made it his own. He wants to be the Doctor. Surely that should be important. And that's something that we should all support, shouldn't we? Russell, it's a show that constantly renews itself. Look at Ncuti, and here we are. Doctor Who, it always has been something new to say. And we're not going to give anything away as yet, which of course they won't give anything away as yet. Jodie is still the Doctor, correct. We love Jodie, and we spoke to her yesterday, and she's so happy about this. We're going to keep quiet, and it's all going to happen in 2023. So again, we're probably not going to get to learn anything new. It's going to be dribs and drabs, clearly, or very staged releases, shall we say. And he then said, and Ncuti said, I'm excited to battle aliens. The job is going to be, and is already, really creatively fulfilling. I am so excited to take on the role. That was the interview that was going to be broadcast later on. That would have been the actual reveal as him as the Doctor. But as it turns out now, the media were going to leak the story, so they had to rush it out. And as I said, I mean, the responses I've seen on Twitter and I've read on Twitter, sometimes I wonder what will make people happy. I really genuinely wonder what will make people happy. The guy is excited. He wants to. He sees it as an honor. He clearly knows Doctor Who. He clearly understands it. He clearly wants to be part of it. So why are people so against it? Because if you're against it, and the reasons that people are going to shout and rant and rave about it, it's a silly thing to do. It's a silly point to be at. So we've spent all these years going on about, it needs to be a man, and we need to we need to do this, we need to do that, and finally you get pretty much what you want, and then that's got good enough for people. It just apparently isn't good enough. I just don't. What do you want? I mean, what do you want? I mean, well, actually, I gather what you want. You want another white male, but by doing that, and I mean, some of the things that people have said on here, I knew it was going to come, but to me, the skin of the color of an actor means nothing in anything at all. It really doesn't. I just. Hold on, we got something. Hello, hello, mate. Hey, Gobby. There's people out there that probably haven't seen an episode of Doctor Who. What would you suggest the introduction to the series? Ooh, classic wise, I'd start where I started, which was Tom Baker Robot. When Tom Baker first came in, New Who. New Who start with Eccleston and work your way through. Because to be fair, it's New Who. If that's what you want to do, that would be great. I mean, I follow the classic series from, as I said, from Tom Baker. But then if you're going New Who, if you want to just go New Who, I would recommend going from Eccleston and working your way through. It's as simple as that. You'll get to know a lot more, and then if that piques your interest, then go back to the classic era and work your way through there. That's what I'd say, but I mean, it's just my opinion. I mean, I enjoyed all the Tom Baker stuff, but as I said, that's my Doctor. But I must admit, New Who wise, I've only up until recently, I've not had a problem with New Who. I've quite enjoyed it. Some people will never satisfy. All they want is confrontation and argument. Sad people. Absolutely right, Phil. Absolutely right. Spot on the head. People are just arguing for arguing's sake. And sometimes people will say things, and I don't think they really think through what they're saying. I think they're just doing it because they're going to have an argument. I haven't seen any other videos at all yet. I know Knowles was running his stream, and I didn't. I popped on for a little bit, but I was busy doing other things, and straight away, some people were already going on about race and all this, that, and the other, and it shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter. But the problem is, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand why people can't just be happy for a change. Why people can't think, okay, we got a new Doctor. He looks like he wants to do the job. He looks like he's excited. He looks like he really, really wants to do this job. Here's an idea. Let us a collective fandom get behind the guy and support him. Give him a chance. I mean, I know somebody. I mean, when David Tennant got announced, I mean, I didn't even know who David Tennant was, and people were saying, "Well, he'll never go far. He's not very good." I mean, look at his face; he looks like a rat. And that was what was being said with David Tennant's era. And the same with Matt Smith. Don't get me wrong. Every time there's a new Doctor, there's people who are against them for whatever reason. But the thing is, up until recently, everybody would still give that person a chance. I mean, look, if you hadn't give David Tennant a chance, look what you'd have missed out on. I just don't understand why people can't be happy. Even when we've got good news, people aren't happy. But then again, it's the society and the world that we currently live in. Genuinely, we live in a messed up world where everything has to be argued against. It really does. Clearly, by what it was read in the two little bits that we've had, Russell T Davies thinks he's a brilliant actor and blew him away, and he really, really wants to do the job. Isn't that good enough for people? I mean, this is the same at King. I mean, there is. There you go. Poor bloke hasn't filmed a single scene. Don't criticise him until he's aired his first season. Exactly. And I've had this. There's a video I was recording today about the old fandom menace, and the fact that people just have gone past having justifiable reason to not be happy with things to just finding an excuse to be angry at it because of the past and not giving things a chance. I have done my Strange New Worlds video, which I was going to upload today, but like this has turned up and it'll get delayed a little bit until I get a chance to load it up. But with that, no one wants to give that a chance because it's CBS, Paramount, Star Trek, and it's Kurtzman. And why? Stop writing things off. Stop writing things off just because you don't like what happened in the past. It's supposed to. I mean, the vast majority of people on Twitter are happy about this, but oh no, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I'm finished. Don't want to do it. Done. Yeah, you hadn't even all of you, unless you've actually watched the show. None of you had even heard him speak. You didn't even know who he was, and you are trashing him before you'd done anything. Is this the way the world is nowadays? We just trash things because based on our unconscious biases. Because we do have biases, clearly. We didn't want a woman. Where we didn't want, no, it'll be bad for the theatre, all this, that, and the other. And then we get a new doctor cast, and now we got to find something else wrong. Stop looking for the bad. How about just for a change, just for a little bit, you actually sit, wait, and see what happens? And you never know, you might be pleasantly surprised that it's actually good. But I'm sure quite a few people will still watch it and just watch it to find things that are wrong with it, because that's the world we live in now. And sometimes I do wonder whether people do it just for clicks, likes, and shares. I'll be more concerned about the writer's room than the actors on the show. The best actors in the world can't make terrible writing good. Again, absolutely spot on. This was one of the worst. That's the biggest problem that Jodie had, was not only the fact that she wasn't a very good actress to start with, it's because the writing was diabolical. And again, I hope the writing is good. Great actors can elevate it. I'm over the moon, Dean. As fans, he needs our support. Exactly. As for the writing, as for the best actors in the world can't make terrible writing good. No, they can't, but they can elevate it. I mean, look at the Peter Capaldi's last series. The writing was awful in that, yet he was still stunning. He was still really. He did manage it, but I agree. No, we've now got an actor who clearly wishes to do it. And let's just hope they now fill the writing room with writers who want to do it. I have his name. Hi, Dean. His name is pronounced as Ncuti Gatwan. Ncuti. Okay, cool. I didn't know clearly because I've been mispronouncing it. And when I did my first video, I did actually apologise. And by the way, welcome, classic 80s fanboy. Thanks for that. Ncuti. Thank you. Thank you very much. I genuinely didn't know that's how you pronounced it. Ncuti. Didn't look like that. I just pronounced it as it was written, but well, that's cool. Okay, Ncuti. If that's quite like that, that rolls off. Ncuti Gatwan. Nice one. I like that. Thanks for the heads up. I genuinely didn't know. I didn't know how he was pronounced. And so thanks for that. So I shall now apologise to Ncuti Gatwan. I am sorry if I mispronounced your name incorrectly in the last two, but then again, being a small, tiny little YouTuber, you ain't gonna know who the fuck I am. So, but I do apologise, and any errors, thank you for correcting them. Ncuti, what that? Ncuti Gatwan. Thank you. And now, hopefully, if anyone else didn't know, now you know. Thank you, mate. That's much appreciated. Honestly, it really is, because I hate mispronouncing people's names. I'm not very good at pronouncing people's names. They just, I guess that's why my dad picked Dean. It's a lot easier for me not to screw up. But there you go. So, right. So, with that, I am going to bring this little short, another one. As I said, I was doing it as a video, but I decided instead to just get it out there now. And classic, I'm glad I did, because I've now been corrected on the Ncuti Gatwan. What a great name. I actually like that. Better than the way I was pronouncing it, no doubt. It's kind of sounded right. That's my terrible pronunciation to the back row. Any case, so I'm going to bring this one to a close. But I wanted to get it out there because it needed to get there, because people, you need to stop. You're welcome. I just caught it on an interview we did. Yeah, see, this is what I like to see. People are actually now going out and looking for interviews with him to find out what he's like before jumping to conclusions and shouting things like, I'm not going to watch it because the doctor is a white man. Knee-jerk reactions are never good. People should wait and see, in my humble opinion. But as I said, as I bring this in, what do I know? I'm just a fat bloke sitting in his shed surrounded by his toys. But I am going to bring this one to a close. Thank you for the few people who dropped up. Thank you to Classic 80s Fanboy, to Willie, and to Phil for popping on and adding their insightful comments. Much appreciated. For those of you who are going to catch up on this, hopefully on YouTube, thank you for your watches. So, as always, and until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for the watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. And you have a good one as well, Willie. Thank you for popping by to have a little chat. So with that, and as always, and until the next one, I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. It's always appreciated.